Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody can hear me. Good morning, everybody. Can you hear me? Hit one. Sally, can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? I always worry about whether or not you can hear me. Hope everybody's having a good morning. Let me say hey to everybody. I know there were quite a few people that came in last night and said hello, so let me see. Sally. Thank you, Jersey girl. Angela Jade, Sally, Michael Hensley. Let's see who else we got in here. Let's see. Bobby Bavarian. Soto, good to see you. I'm glad to see you. Some new faces in here too. I hope we'll have some new ones. And of course, Dave and I think Jenny 4x4 came in last night. Joey Dimes was in earlier. How's everybody doing today? Is anybody in the chat that's in warm weather that's not expecting any snow? I think everybody, in the chat's pretty much from snowy areas. I think that we might have a few people that are in Florida that, don't have to worry about any of this. But for the most part, I think everybody, there's, severe winter storms. I mean, it's bad. I feel sorry for anybody that has to live in this weather and don't have a place to go. I was telling Mr. Can't Be Wrong that there are a lot of people that are going to freeze. And that's just so sad. Oh yeah, Bobby, that's right. We have our people out west that probably have never seen snow in their lives unless you probably seen it if you went on vacation. Let me see, Michael Hensley. Let me see. I got to give you your wrench. Let's see how. There we go. There we go. Let's see here, because I haven't done a live. It's been a while. Like I say, losing my mom kind of put me in a tailspin, and I think I want to do it and then change my mind so many times and all. But I got pretty good topic because I think we're all like around the same age. I was listening to music the other day, and I'll admit it, I get stuck into my old music. Well, Madonna came on, and it was like Madonna, like 1983, 84 Madonna, not the new Madonna. And she was singing that song "Dress You Up in My Love," and it just brought back so many memories because the girls in here, the women in here for sure will know what I'm talking about. But when Madonna came out, she came out and she wore the lace gloves and she wore the little socks, the lace socks that she folded down, with the high heel shoes. Madonna had her style. I mean, I love old Madonna, and I can remember me and my girlfriends would practice that little dance she would do. And to this day I was showing Mr. Can't Be Wrong. I'm like, look, I can still do the dance because we would practice and practice and practice with her music. Oh yeah, Michael Hensley. I have family in Sacramento too. That's where my dad's family is from, as a matter of fact. And I have a few cousins that have never in their lives. They have no idea what snow is. They have no idea. But yeah, I have some family. My dad grew up there and came across the country to North Carolina and met my mom because my dad's family is from North Carolina. But long story, my grandpa was a Rolling Stone, and he went all over the place, and he went out west and met up with my grandma, and that's how that happened. Yeah, you're stuck in the 2000s. Well, I don't mind the earlier 2000s, but like a lot of this newer stuff, I don't listen to like a lot of I don't listen to I'll admit it, I quit listening to like regular corporate radio a long time ago. So anything new that comes out, I have to catch it on a movie or a TV show. And then, sometimes there was one song I caught and I'm like, have you heard this new song? I was telling my daughter, you heard this new song? And she goes, Mom, that song's 3 years old. So I'll catch them like that a lot of times. Hey, Rooski, good to see you. I bet that was quite the with them. I bet, did you go with a girl? I bet you went with a girl. Kindness works. Good to see you, David Lopez. Good to see you. Yeah, I do. I have that. There's no Angela Jade. I can't call and prank anybody. I'd never get away with it. My accent would give me away. That's the only thing about this accent. Oh, you love Lesla Bonit. I can't. I'm not even gonna try. But yeah, that video she did that move. She did a lot of those songs for She did that movie about Oh goodness gracious. Eva Peron, was that the lady's name? She did a movie about it, and she did a lot of her songs like that in that time frame. But I like that song too. I really do. Madonna, like I say, she to see her now, I would love to see what she would have looked like to just age naturally. Because them cheek implants and like I say, I always thought Madonna was beautiful naturally. Don't Cry for Me, Argentina. That was it. That was it. So long ago. That was like 1990 or 91, I think, when she did that. Yeah, yeah. So I was thinking, about, a lot, like a lot of the 80s movies. I get stuck up in like, what about last night? Like Emilio Estevez and Demi Moore when they were making Desperately Seeking Susan. She did that movie too. She did Who's That Girl? Yeah, I can remember back watching all of those movies. And back in the day, with all this Me Too movement stuff coming on, Sean Penn, they say, the rumor is Sean Penn used to really kick her butt. He used to, beat up on her pretty bad, and she won't talk about it. To this day, she won't bring it up. So makes you wonder. Hey, Nico, see ya. Good to see you, sweetheart. I'm glad to see you. But yeah, it's yes, and plastic surgery. I don't know what it is. All these people go to the same surgeon, and I was noticing. I know you ladies especially have noticed Kris Kardashian, and her 70th birthday, she revealed her latest face, and it looked good. I got to admit, it looked good. But I mean, don't they realize their neck? She must have had something done to her neck. But it was showing her like 2 weeks ago on some website, some reality website, and it was showing her hands and how old her hands and feet looked. It's like, the- you know, to do, because at the time at her party, they were talking about how she wore gloves the whole time to her 70th party. So the Police Academy, yeah, I hadn't watched Police Academy in many years, but I like the guy that can throw his voice. I can't think of what his name is now. But he used to go to a lot of the comedy clubs and do really, really good, but I cannot remember his name. Yeah, the Brat Pack, Emilio, there was Emilio, Demi, Rob Lowe, Andrew McCarthy, Molly Ringwald, Judd Nelson, Anthony Michael Hall, Michael Winslow. There you go, Michael Winslow. He is hilarious. I don't know how he does that with his voice, but he cracked me up. He made the guy on Police Academy. They get so mad at him, and he started so much trouble with that. Like the Police Academy movies and the Caddyshack. Oh, Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson. I remember back in the day, JJ. I had went somewhere. I can't remember where it was, and this guy had on a shirt, and it had a picture of Janet Jackson on it, and on the back it said, "I wish all women looked like Janet Jackson." Now, Janet Jackson back like when she did Rhythm Nation and back in the early 90s. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. She still is. I saw her on Latoya's IG page. And Janet gained a little bit of weight, but come on. I mean, that's just it happens. But she's still pretty, even in I think Janet's what close to 60 probably. Still looks good. Yeah, yep, yep, yep. Whole lot of love. Yeah. He's good. I might watch Police Academy later on. Yep, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, The Outsiders. The Outsiders is really good. The book is good. If you hadn't read the book, read the book. It's like you can read it. You can read it in an hour or even less than that because it's such a short little chapter book. Yes, yes, I like Janet natural, better natural. There's been so many rumors. Bring Mister Can't Be Wrong. Just yep, yeah, yep. But yeah, 1985. Those were the best years for music to me. The 80s and all, the 80s and the 90s were good. And like I say, I agree with Angela Jade, like the early 2000s, like the Offspring. They sing Self Esteem. I like them. They were like, 90s, 2000s. I'm trying to think. Blink 182, but Blink 182 only had like one or two songs that I really cared about. The one song that Blink 182, one of their songs is Adam's song. It was about a guy that, took his own life. That's a pretty good song. And I'm trying to think of what else. No, you're not too old, Nick. I go way back. I like the 70s too. I like talking about Woodstock. You're not too old, Nick. Don't you go anywhere. Don't you go anywhere, Nick. No, 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 no. Yeah, Rosanna Arquette. When I was younger, for some reason or the other, I used to think that her and Madonna were sisters when I was well, I'm talking really young. And then I realized, read an article, I'm like, what did I think they were sisters for? They weren't sisters, you know. But yeah, Rosanna Arquette, she's a good actress too. You know who else I like? Robin Wright Penn. She's good too. Well, she's not married to Sean Penn anymore, but the British Metal Invasion, Iron Maiden, Judas Priest. Oh my goodness, JJ, you just had to bring up which Rob. Have you read Rob Halford's book? I threw that. I could only read one chapter of that book, and I had to throw it away because all he wanted to do was talk about being gay. And look, I don't have nothing against nothing against that, but I read the book. I wanted to hear more about the music. I want to hear more about the music. I don't want to hear, about whatever you used to do. And the rumor is he, well, I won't get into it, but yeah, I won Quiet Riot tickets a couple of years ago. I never win anything, and I entered a contest and won the tickets, and never thinking we were going to win, we're going to get them. And Mr. Can't Be Wrong had to work, so I told him to put them at the box office and give them away because yeah, I didn't want to go by myself, and I really don't care for yeah, yep. But yeah, Nick, I'm into Woodstock. I'm telling you what, I would have been a good hippie girl, and my parents, I would have drove them insane. I'd have drove them insane because I would have been on my little Volkswagen van, sashaying my tail up to Woodstock. I can tell you that. I'd have been driving them crazy. But yeah, yeah. Woodstock, can you imagine going up there and they didn't think it was going to turn into what it turned into? I mean, crazy. Class of 1982. Yeah. I love 60s, 70s and 80s, and I was just listening to what's his name? Burton Cummings. I was watching Burton Cummings on Howard Stern, and he was doing These Eyes and You Laughed and American Woman. He was doing all of his stuff, and he's Burton Cummings is talented. He is really, really, really talented. I remember when he came out, Priest fans were like, it was easy to see. I was like, you couldn't tell exactly. And it was rumored that he did something with Janie Lane from Warrant. I don't know. Go watch some of these music documentaries on here. Just type in Warrant and all, and it'll bring it all up. But yeah, I was disappointed that he had to make the book all about his sexual conquest because I really was interested in hearing about the music. The music stories. Because I read Vince Neil's book. I'll tell you a good read is Bob Weir's book, The Grateful Dead. His book is good. And Anthony Kiedis, Scar Tissue, great read. Great. That's a wonderful read. Um I've read a lot of them. The Dirt, Motley Crue, I've read so many of the rock and roll books. Paul Stanley, yeah. Yep. Yep. They were saying that JJ with Janie Lane, they were saying he was drugged the night at Hampton and all of that stuff, and they were he was with Bobby Brown, that model, and she did an interview with I can't think of the guy's name, and was kind of Dion, yes, I remember that. Larry Chance and the Earls. I know them music like I say, I like a lot of the old stuff too. Especially like a lot of the old Motown. Oh my goodness. I like Buddy Holly. I like all of them. All of them. It depends on what mood I'm in. Different day I'll be in. And now I'm a country girl too. I love my country music. There's a girl out. Her name is Ella Langley. She sings Chasing Texas. Cute girl. And then I love Lainey Wilson. I love me some Lainey Wilson. I can listen to her all day long. Santana. Oh my God. I love Santana now. I love all of his stuff. He did it all right. Santana at Woodstock was great when they played Soul Sacrifice. So yeah, can you imagine just Woodstock and then it rained and they just didn't know at the time that they should have known. But I mean, they didn't have enough porta potties to accommodate everybody. I mean, Yeah, I would have loved it to have been there. I bet it was a sight to see. And I'd love to go to Sturgis too one year, the motorcycle rally, just because I'm a people person. I'm a people watcher. Yeah, Bobby Darin, and then Frankie Valley, Yacht Rock. I listen to a lot of Yacht Rock, and Yacht Rock used to be what, remember back in the day, you couldn't admit there was MTV. MTV just to watching VH1. Because everybody thought that's the music our parents listened to. But I would watch, the VH1, and that back in, it was called 80s rock, but it would be like, like Patti LaBelle, Michael McDonald, the Doobie Brothers. I like Elton John. I like all of the old stuff. And I come on here to talk to you guys, in my mind I just draw a blank. Start giving me ideas, guys. I get in here and get on here and just start drawing a blank, but I didn't really have like that much of a subject picked out anyway. So I'm not really earning it today. But if y'all want to donate, I would love it. If not, that's fine too. Don't matter, but I would love it. But yeah, Sharon helped with rumor has it, Jay. Yeah. I've heard good things about, I mean, Ozzy might have been wild, wild, wild and all, but I've heard a lot of good things about him and Sharon, as far as, how charitable they are and how good to people they are. Gordon Lightfoot, Christopher. Oh my God, I love Christopher Cross Sailing. That song. Oh, I'm surprised. I'm surprised too, because that's a good story. Marvin Gaye, he got on drugs and got to fighting with his dad, and his dad was afraid of him and all that. And that's a good story. That is a good story. Real good story. I'm surprised too, because there have been so many of the other Motown movies, and don't get me wrong, they were interesting, like the Temptations and all that. It was interesting, but I think, like Marvin Gaye, and of course they made a movie for Ray Charles. That was a good movie. That was a good movie. The first of it, how his mom had to make him learn to accept that he was blind. He would holler and cry for her, wanting her, because he was afraid, wanting her to lead him outside to the outhouse and this and that. And she would stand there and be real quiet where he couldn't hear her. And she'd be crying because of course, she wanted to go help him, but she knew he had to learn. And then when he got, I don't remember how old he was, they sent him to that school for the blind. And that really helped him out a lot. I think it was Moorhead School for the Blind. Ain't no one coming to see you, Otis. Yeah, yep. That was that. Those were good movies. Yeah, his father. Yeah, yeah, yep. That was sad. Marvin Gaye's father. But they had been, there was so much going on behind the scenes, with his family. I think he was, funding a lot of his family, and then he got his addiction and all. Oh God, Barry White, Teddy Pendergrass. Oh my goodness, such good voices. And Luther Van. Now he was the one from the '80s that had all the good slow songs. That if you had a does anyone remember American Idol singer dedicated Marvin Gaye song to them? Let's get it on. A truly, yep. Oh, was it? Was there TV movies? It's been so long. I hadn't even thought about Marvin Gaye. And such a that band. So many tragic things, like that band Badfinger that sang. Oh God, the band. Those guys, they had just barely gotten famous, and so many of these guys die young. Like, Janis Joplin, the 27 Club. All these people die so young. So young. It's crazy. What new movies are out? See, I don't watch regular TV anymore. Any of that. Tom Jones. Oh, that reminds me. Bobby, you reminded me. And you guys can go look this up too. You probably have already seen it. Have any of you guys seen David Lee Roth lately? And how he was up on stage wearing the leather pants, and they were too. What? Let me just say it like this: they were way too tight. It just doesn't. I mean, it doesn't look good if you're that age and dressing like that. Just like it wouldn't look good if a woman pulled it either. And if a woman did it, we'd hear a lot more about it. Oh, is it Trouble Man? I always like Sly and the Family Stallone. I think that's the name of that band. I always liked, oh gosh, I'm like I say, I'm having brain farts. I think this cold weather is affecting my brain. I know it's affecting my joints and stuff like that. I don't even know how long I'll be on, guys. I'm gonna try to go for about 30 minutes or so. I'm gonna try. Hey, sports, I'm glad you made it. I'm glad you made it. So glad. But yeah, I think this cold weather, like I said, I know the arthritis. I have really bad arthritis because I've had 3 spinal surgeries and I've had a fusion. And anybody, if you know anything about backs, it feels like it hurts so bad and it feels like somebody's just squeezing me tight. Just like a boa constrictor, just squeezing me, and I can't stand it. Robert Johnson, the legend, he sold his soul at the crossroads, and I loved his music too. But I've heard that. I think I watched something about it years ago. But yeah, that's the rumor that a lot of these a lot of these people selling their souls. You know, Devil's Blues and all of that. He was good, man. Them guys playing the guitars and stuff. BB King, Sweet Home Chicago. Yeah, he was really good. Yeah, I am not a singer, but I may watch that documentary again about Robert Johnson. Yeah, yeah. So many of these, like Jimi Hendrix. Look how young he was. You know, and Elvis wasn't 27, but he was still young. Elvis was in his 40s. Just, yeah, yep, yep. That's how my back is. It hurts so bad. I can get it. I get up and get moving around. Oh, that's where I had my surgery. That's where I had mine. JJ, I have a titanium cage at L4, L5, and then I have the rods and the screws up at L3, and I have donor bone in the cage. Yep, I've had 3, and they want to go in again. I just had my last MRI a year ago. They want to go in again because I'm having more trouble with my right leg and my right foot, and it's coming. The nerves are pinched again, and I'm not gonna do it. The last time I had surgery, I had gotten to the point where I could barely move my right leg, and I'm like, okay, okay, it's time, because it's horrible. It is horrible. When I had my spinal fusion, I had to have a nurse come in because the doctor wouldn't send me home because Mister Can't Be Wrong works. So I had to have a nurse come in and help me along too. He's like, I'm not sending you home without somebody there. So yeah, it sucks. Yeah, he died son treated ever. Yeah, yeah. It was. I heard something about his son. I didn't even know he had a son until a couple of years ago. So yeah, I need to look. Hey Matt. Yeah, you can see I'm kind of. Yeah, I did not sleep last night, and I see people are taking off. I don't know if any. I think Eric was coming on. Let me see. Yeah, I think Eric was coming on. Are any of y'all gonna follow the Nick Reiner case? Yeah, they say he's acting like a child and all in jail. Yeah, Eric's on in 35 minutes. That's just an act as far as drop what, Matt? Uh, Tell me what to drop. Oh, let me see if I can figure out how to do it. Let me see. I've done it one time. I dropped it one time for BTF, and now I'm trying to remember how to do it. Let me see. Because I'm on my phone. Oh, goodness. How do I do this? Settings? Tell me how to do it, Matt. Yeah, tell me how to do it. I forgot how to do it. Where is it at? I'm on my iPhone. Let's see. Might be down. It's at the bottom. Oh, I see. I got you. I see now. There you go. There you go. Let me see. There you go. There you go. I got it. I got it. Yeah, come on up and I'll let you talk some. I should have did more research, honestly. Didn't you want to come on and you wanted, or did what link did you want? Were you trying to say you wanted to come on, Matt? Anyway, I thought that's. Oh, there you are. I see you now. There you go. There you go. There's my Matt. See, you can you can tell I'm still a beginner.
It's okay. No big deal. It's not a
Muted.
problem.
Oh, there you go. I hear you now.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not a problem.
Yeah, Nico. See, I think it said I can get monetized at 500 or something. I got to go back and look.
Yeah, I think that's the number.
That or have like a million views, and I don't have that many views, but I think it said 500. Yeah, I need to get monetized.
Yeah, you're at 310 right now.
Yeah, yeah. I figure I'll just take my time. I'm not buying
I
any
just
subs.
I figured I'd also just jump on and talk to you.
Yeah, it's easier to have somebody to bounce ideas off sometimes.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. Just like talk. It doesn't have to be anything specific, just whatever you want.
Have you got a lot of snow in your area yet?
Oh, that's coming in like let me look. I think it's coming tonight or earlier today.
Yeah, it's
Today,
been all
light
over the
snow.
news. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely coming for us. We're getting 6 to 12 inches.
Wow.
So we're gonna get about a foot.
Wow. Hey BTF, there's our girl. Glad you're listening. Yeah. Do you shovel it, or do you have a lot to shovel?
Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna have a lot to shovel. Yeah.
Do you have a big driveway and?
Yeah, it's bad because of the back.
Yeah, it would suck. My driveway is big too. If we were to get it like that, oh, I don't know what I'd do.
Yeah, it's tough. When we get it, it's bad. We're gonna get about a foot, according.
They're saying it's supposed to be worse this year than it's been, and I can't remember how many years is what they're saying.
Yeah, and it seems to be true because they had the blizzard of '96, and that was crazy. But
Well,
this is probably worse.
Speaking of '96, my oldest is going to be 30 in a couple of weeks. She was born in that storm. I had just had her. They had induced my labor, started inducing on a Wednesday, and things went south really quick, and I had to have an emergency C-section. Well, they sent me home. I was in the hospital from Wednesday to the following Sunday, and they sent me home on Sunday, and there was ice, and I'll never forget. Daddy drove us. My daddy drove us home, me and my husband and all home. And I'll never forget coming home. We could only go about 10 miles an hour, everything, because North Carolina's not prepared for that.
Right. It's North Carolina.
Yeah, no, we're not prepared for all that.
Yeah, that's the South, really. I mean,
yeah.
Usually they don't get much snow.
No, I mean, literally, when I was a kid, we would pray. We would sit there and pray because one snowflake.
Yeah, you might get a flake here and there. You might get a little, minor dusting at the worst most of the time.
They'd call school off. They didn't even need to see any snow. They
don't need to see the snow. They see the warning on the the weather report, and they're just like, all right, that's it. We're calling everything off, and nothing happens, and then they that's just how they do it. They do that here too. I don't know why they do that, but they do. I mean,
we love it.
I guess you could consider where oh, sorry, I interrupted you.
Oh my goodness, Jersey Girl. Jersey Girl said some guy, sorry to interrupt you, posted her phone number, and you've been getting calls.
Fuck?
Some guy posted my phone number on Facebook Town Patch pages. I've been getting calls.
I see what she means.
Oh my goodness, why would somebody do that?
Wow. Oh boy.
Yeah, why would that is horrible.
That
That's horrible.
sucks.
And then, I would say, well, why don't you change your number? But
no, don't change it. It'll be. Don't change it right now.
Yeah.
You're cutting out. You're cutting out.
Can you hear me now? I may have to move.
Now I can.
Because I'm in the addition. My den is in the addition, and sometimes I don't get the signal in here. I asked someone that texted me to take a picture of. He typed, "Oh, yeah. See, I don't mess with Facebook.
I don't either. I hate Facebook.
Yeah.
It's dirty.
I tried.
So is Instagram.
Yeah. Now I do it. The only reason I do Instagram is for people here on YouTube that I don't give my number to.
I give a number, but it's not the. But no offense to people that have the number, it's not the real one.
Right.
Like I'm not going to give my real phone number.
Right. Yeah. And
like you gotta get like a text free now or text now with numbers, something like that if you don't want your phone number leaked. Because that uses voice over IP, which is data, and nowadays data is everywhere, so it can have that call anywhere really.
Well, now, Matt, I want to ask you. You're the only tech guy around here I would trust. Is it really easy for somebody to hack you through your email? Is it that easy?
If they click a link, probably, yes.
Well, like say for instance, somebody was to send me an email with a link in it, a honeypot or whatever you call it, and I don't click anything. What if I email them back? Like if I it just emailed somebody, can you get my address or anything off my email address?
If you're using Gmail, yeah, because there's geolocation with Gmail.
But what if you turn your location off?
It doesn't matter. There's still geolocation. They do it anyway. It's not something you can turn off. Geolocation I don't mean location on your phone. I mean geolocation in Gmail. Gmail has that.
Oh, gotcha.
It shows where you are when you send the email.
Oh.
So yes, it can.
Oh. But is it easy to get somebody's name?
Don't respond to the email is the answer.
Oh, yeah.
And don't click the link.
No. If I get an email from anybody, I don't know, it goes right straight in the trash. I don't open emails from anybody I don't know. I don't open any spam. I don't care what it says.
Yeah. And Jersey Girl, VPN is not the answer. It's part of the answer. It's part of the answer, but if you do that while on a VPN in Gmail, it's still going to find your location because it uses a different route and a different protocol to do it. And it's not, the VPN is not protecting that. So it's not going to.
Yeah. I need to do a show one day and have you on to give everybody computer advice because you know your stuff. So we should do a show one day about protecting yourself on the internet and telling people, how to do their settings on their phones.
Security.
Yep. I think you'd be good at that because there's a lot of stuff I don't know. And I think it'd be good. There's a lot of stuff people our age don't know about these settings on some of these phones. So, I think it would be good to have you on sometime and we can, take as much time as we need to explain, how to protect yourself on your phone and on your computer and your email. And Matt knows his stuff, Jersey Girl. Like I said, I trust you. I don't trust anybody else to tell me, So,
Yeah. I understand.
Yeah. There's so much to, this computer stuff. I mean, back in the day, I heard hackers could get right into somebody's computer and just shut it down.
And they could have back in the day, but Bobby.
Back in the day.
Yeah, there's it's much much more difficult to do things to people about. But Bobby, sending an email is not the same as clicking a link. It's entirely different.
Yeah.
It's not connecting to a specific server unless you're talking. It's not the same as clicking that link, because that link is for something else entirely. Just Gmail does geolocation anyway. Well, I see what he's saying, but it's not the same as clicking the link, because usually they're not gonna find you when you do when you have like an email that you send back. They're generally not gonna find you. It's you have to do some really heavy lifting in order to figure it out. But it's not the same as clicking the link that they want you to click, because that's like saying, okay, now the connection comes with your IP and it's going to go in a database more than likely if you click that link, and then they get your address, your IP address, and so on and so forth. And with geolocation, they're big. They can find your location, but it doesn't mean that they will. Sometimes it's not always correct, and turning your location off can help, by the way. But I use Proton Mail most of the time. I use Gmail with stuff I don't care
about. Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've thought about, doing Proton too. I think I do have a Proton email. Actually, I need to look. I wrote it down somewhere. I don't email with a lot of people to begin with. So if I email with more people, maybe I would. But yeah, I don't email that much. I watched that stuff too, Jersey Girl, where they catch the scammers. That guy goes off on them. I'd like to do that. I had a scammer try to call me one time, and I'm like, I don't know who you think you're talking to, but you're not going to scam me. But yeah, it's crazy the things people can do with computers.
It is. I agree. I mean, I don't like it. I like the security side where I can actually like protect it, but there's only so much protection you can do. Like it's just the nature of it. There's always a 0 day somewhere. 0 day means an exploit in software that just came out or will come out soon, etc.
They're always developing patches and stuff. But sorry to interrupt you.
So never use something new is what I mean.
You know what gets a lot of men in trouble? Going to these porn sites. That's what wrecks a lot of people's computers, because they put up trackers and shit on your thing, don't they?
Well, not if you have a tracker blocker.
Oh, okay.
Like if you have one in your browser, it's different.
Oh, okay. Because I kept hearing, guys like, my computers and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, are you going to porn sites?
I honestly just use so many extensions that if I go to say Pornhub, they wouldn't be able to track me. No, not in. I would have to use VPN. Well, you also remember, the tracker. What was you gonna say?
You remember pop-ups? Remember back in the day when we'd be surfing the internet and
use uBlock Origin. uBlock Origin for that.
Yep.
If you're using a computer anyway, like they don't allow that on the phones.
No. Back in the day on the computer, on Yahoo and stuff, you go to a website.
Yeah.
The first thing you did if you didn't have the pop-up blocker on,
you had to click you had to kill those pop-ups that would come up.
I hate it.
But nowadays you have to actually like get a pop-up blocker add-on because they want you to see ads now. Things have changed with this. Like it's not gone for the better. Like the extensions that I mentioned for the browser, it's incredibly safe and effective. Like I have 11 blocked on from uBlock Origin. Then Ghostery says 12, and so does Privacy Badger. See, I have multiple ones that tell me that do certain trackers because others miss certain trackers or don't have them in their database. So I use the other extension to make up for that because they have
helps to know what you're doing.
Yeah, it helps to know what you're doing too. Yes.
It sure does, because the computer lingo, I know just enough to get by. Just enough to get by.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, that's how it is for most people. I mean, if most people use Windows nowadays, then you're gonna be able to do things, or Mac too. You can do things with that too.
Well, I've got my computer. I was telling you, my Microsoft computer went kaput. And I've got a MacBook I could use if I wanted to, but even it's old. It's a couple of years old. But I never use it. I always, since my other system went down, I just use my phone or the TV. With the TV a lot of times. Hopefully I can get a new system pretty soon, I hope. My son-in-law is going to put me one together, I think. Because I don't do nothing major, you know. I just need it to do what I need it to do, you know, for YouTube. That's about it.
Yeah. I mean,
so yeah, I always heard, you know, that a lot of those websites, you know, you have to be careful on them. Go ahead.
You have to be careful every. It's like every. You have to be careful. Like it's like, all right, for instance, like what Bobby just said, browsing in incognito private mode. Mm-hmm. And no, not DuckDuckGo. That doesn't help either now. Microsoft is actually involved in that. No more DuckDuckGo. Now it's Start Page. Startpage.com. That's the only private. That's the only actual private search engine at this point. And it scrapes Google's results when you use that. So it actually uses results that would come from Google and Bing. It sort of gets multiple results, and it's helpful. So
yeah,
I mean, it's not like it won't pop up with Google AI or whatever the fuck. That shit is so stupid. I swear to God, people are gonna fucking have rotten brains.
Yeah. Hey, Janie, good to see you. Yeah, I sent Mr. Can't Be Wrong to the store earlier. I just didn't even feel like getting out today. I didn't sleep too good last night.
Yeah, I don't either. I feel like shit.
So I just stayed in. I figured I'd do my show and then have a little lunch or something and maybe watch some movies for the rest of the day. I might check in on Eric and see what he's doing, because I know he's coming on in a little while, in about 15 minutes. So I think I'm going to get ready to shut her down, Matt. Thank you for coming on. And
sure.
I appreciate everybody. I wish I'd have had something more exciting to talk about. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I tried to, come on and say something to bounce off, but it is. Yeah.
You can.
Sometimes there's just nothing to talk.
And I'll let you jump up here with me anytime. Anytime.
Sure.
And next time I'll try to be, more prepared as to what I want to talk about. Like I say, I was thinking about it. I was thinking about it last night. I got to get more watch hours and I got to get more subs if I'm ever going to get monetized. And so it was kind of a story.
That's also why I jumped on watch time. Like maybe I can extend that. So that's what I was trying to do.
Yep. I appreciate y'all for coming.
Sure.
Sally.
All right. I'll hop on down and then you can shut it down.
All right. Thank you, man.
Take care, honey.
See you later, sweetie.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is fun. All my favorite people came anyway. So that's all that matters. My favorite people come. Soto, Bobby, Matt, Sally, Janie. I'm so thankful all of y'all came. I'm glad I got all of you guys. 45 minutes is and Jersey Girl. Of course, I can't forget my girl, Jersey Girl. She's always holding me down. Hey, Mickey, how are you doing? I haven't seen you in forever. Are you behaving yourself? You staying warm? Yeah, the snow's coming. I mean, I was looking at the forecast and there's just a lot of people are going to get hit. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're good, Mickey. You're good. You're good. No problems. But anyway, I was just getting ready to shut her down. If you didn't subscribe, Mickey, sub to me. Anybody that wants to hook me up, send me a little something in the Cash App. I'd appreciate it. If not, I appreciate you being here. Y'all have a good day.